Psycho Steve here. Recently I got to sit down with both Damon and Liam and talk to them about their reprisal of the NHB show after Damon had left the NHB network. So Liam, how were you feeling after Damon had left the NHB show and the NHB network?
I miss you like crazy.
Damon, what was your response to Liam asking you to return to NHB?
No more lonely nights.
Knowing Damon for the amount of years that I have, I know that there had to be some persuading done on Liam's part. Liam, what did you have to do to persuade Damon?
It's hot and creamy. I can actually feel it running down my throat.
Damon, what was your response to Liam's gesture?
I need you now.
I know you had some mixed feelings about how the listeners were going to react to you leaving the NHB network and starting a new show, but here's what they had to say.
Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you.
See, now that is absolutely fantastic how the listeners just kind of wanted to listen to you on the radio again. Now, Liam, speaking of radio, last week you had some internet issues that caused the show to be shut down. What were your thoughts on that?
Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my life.
I see. Well, I'm glad it's fixed. The listeners would like to get your true feelings about your co-host and friend Damon. What are your true feelings about him?
Have you heard about the lonesome loser?
Now that wasn't nice, Liam. I'm sure you could think of something nicer to say about your buddy Damon.
You never ever get the pussy.
Now we all know that's not totally true, because look at Damon's college years. Damon, can you describe the women that you used to date back in college?
Round and round.
So how did you attract all these big women, Damon?
Some guys have all the love.
Now Damon, with these bigger women, how did you feel once they got on top of you?
I'm lost in you.
Yeah, that must have been some type of experience, Damon. So how many big girls were there really?
Many too many.
Well, as the old saying goes, fat girls are like mopeds, fun to ride, just don't let your friends see. Speaking of seeing, since you and Liam are both blind, what advice would you have for somebody that was losing their vision?
Here comes the night.
Wow, that was direct and to the point. Hey Liam, some of the listeners had some questions that they wrote in that they wanted me to ask you. And one of them was about the problem you had with little Liam back a few months ago and you had to start taking Viagra. And hey, don't worry, it happens to all of us as we get older. So what is the best way you could sum all of that up? I'm glad that worked out for you and that you're back in the saddle again. However, what are you doing about the burning sensation while you pee during all of this? What did the doctor say about that? Wow, that really sucks. How did you get these women to find you attractive? Glad to see that worked. And we actually spoke with one of the ladies that you had a sexual experience with, and this is how she described it. Don't worry, Liam, that happens to the best of us. Now, I'd like for you to describe to our listeners the feeling that you have every time that you and Damon go to get on the air together. You know, I've always wondered, Liam, what has made you the way that you are.
Harry's hands.
And I can only imagine what Harry did with them hands.
All I wanted was to touch you.
Well, that just about sums it all up right there. You guys have a good one. It has been fun. Now let's get on with the show.